And good afternoon, good evening, good morning, or whatever time that you may be watching this show. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Woody Collins, and I'm with the Congo Helping Hands, and we do humanitarian work in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And today we are going to talk about some key critical statistics that has just come out last month about the Democratic Republic of the Congo as far as the humanitarian effort that we're facing. So let's go ahead and get started. Number one, uh, Congo is a very large country and has a population of 86.8 million people, almost 87 million people. However, it's a country that's living in extreme poverty. As a matter of fact, almost 7 out of 10 people, uh, quite frankly, it's almost eight, is 77%, are living in extreme poverty. That's meaning to say that they live off of less than $2 per day. That is their income to live, eat, and shelter themselves is less than $2 a day. So you can imagine what $2 a day will provide for a family of 4 to 6 or even 8 people. Uh, so it's very difficult to live off of that. As a result, the many of those people are living in food insecurity. They do not have sufficient food to eat to sustain themselves. Uh, Approximately 1/3 of those people are in a situation of food insecurity, insufficient food to live off of. So you can imagine that you see a lot of people who are going around only eating one meal per day, and so it is a very extreme place. And you see it mostly in the children under 5. That is the critical statistic that we measure how well a country is doing. Uh, Number one is what we call acute malnutrition. That is where they're at the point where they're wasting away. They don't have enough protein in their body. They may even have extended bellies. They may even have uh, endemia, where there's swelling of the body. That is about 8%. So that's almost 1 out of 12 people, children that's under the age of 5 are in this state of acute malnutrition. Also, you look at the chronic malnutrition. That's a kind of step up. That is, they go in and out of malnutrition, not having enough food during different seasons of the year. Congo has basically two growing seasons, and during the growing season, they grow corn, maize, and all the staples that they would normally eat during those periods, during the harvest periods. But after those periods, you see people start losing weight, and you start seeing them decrease. And so that's what you would say that they are chronic malnutrition, meaning to say they go into a state of malnutrition when they don't have food to eat due to the season they're in, and then when the season of food come back into harvest, then they have food to eat. As a result, the Congo, each year, the United Nations Development Agency, they rank all 189 different countries throughout the world based on education, based on women and children uh, issues, uh, um, education, access to health, water, sanitation, a number of different factors that they factor in, and they rank each country 1 through 189. In 2020, Congo was rated 175th out of 189. Congo, for the last 20 years that I've been working in the Congo, they've always either been at a right near the bottom in uh, the last position, or somewhere around within the fifth position or somewhere like this. So at 175, they have made some gains. So that's a good thing. However, they still have a long way to go to be out of the situation where the people are really, really suffering. So that's kind of the ballpark on where Congo is at, and you can see that they have a lot of issues with eating, and which is one of the basic uh, necessities that we think about is having food and water. And, and we'll talk about water, where a lot of the water that they have is not clean water and things, and that it would make them sick. So we will get into that a little bit later, later in the week. But that is the overall statistics, and you can see as measured by the children under 5, and there is quite a few of them uh, because the median age of the Congo is about 16 years old. And what that means is that half the population is less than 16 and the other half is over 16. So that is very young population, and you can see that there's millions out of 86 million people. Approximately 44 million of those people are less than 16 years old in the Congo. So you can say 40 to 44 million people are less than 16, and so you can imagine uh, what the situation is there. And that's one of the reasons why the Congo is faring potentially better in the COVID fight, is because of such a young population. So thank you all for stopping by today, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Take care, and let's get this pandemic under control. Let's wash our hands. Let's wear our face masks. Let's socially distance ourselves. And if you have opportunity to take the virus, please consider and take the virus. Uh, I mean, not take the virus, but take the vaccine. Sorry about that. And because we need to get this virus under control so that we can go back to normalcy around the world, and especially in the Congo. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you later. Take care.